everybody, and welcome to Body, Mind, and Soul. My name is Yolanda Bruce, and this is your weekly video for Aries for April 5th until the 11th, 2020. I do a Celtic cross for each one, so we go over the Celtic cross real quick, and the Celtic cross kind of helps me to focus on what is going to be the main concern, challenge, or issue that you're going to deal with or that'll be on your mind. So I do these first to get a preempting, and then I pull cards for you, which is past, present, future. Oh, I got knots, sorry. And it's your home, love, career, and finances, the card in general. So it's asking for a specific area, where this is just asking what is going to be the main concern or challenge that the Aries person is going to be dealing with. So in your reading, your overall energy dealt with 7 of Wands. And that's perspective, defense, maintaining control. So I think right now the energy is maintaining control with all this chaos and things going on, and control freak in general. Aries are usually controlling. They want to control things, or they want things to turn out the way that they want them. So the situation is going to be 8 of Wands. And in the upright, it's quick decisions, making decisions without knowing the outcome. And you have another card here that shows up, which I think it's with not knowing where things are going to turn out and being okay with it. So you have a decision or some things. It's talking about truth and clarity through your reading for your Celtic cross, because you're trying to understand and make a decision, and you don't know where things are going to go. So you have to make a decision kind of blindly, like what you feel, like a gut instinct. So I don't know what you're dealing with, but that is the main thing that's going to be the situation for next week. Pertaining to this is the past was 6 of Wands. That's victory, success, public reward. And you got 4 of Wands, community, family, celebration. So this could be things that you were dealing with, but it was successful. Your family, things were going good, whatever the case may be. Now the decisions could be dealing with before things were good with your family. And then the Knight of Pentacles is your present situation, which is this reading now. It's talking about hard work. And then the 10 of Wands in reverse was what a card that clarified, which was being burnt out. So you're right now, as an Aries, you're a little burnt out, and it's not necessarily maybe from hard work at a job. It's like being stuck at your house, whatever. You're just getting a little burnt out this week. Okay, so whatever the situation or these decisions or things you need to do, it's kind of like making you a little frazzled from what the cards are saying. The outcome or the future is showing security. So I feel like you're a little anxious about the decisions you need to make, but it looks like the outcome is going to be security. So don't get yourself all worked up, and if you're burnt out, I want you to just take some time to find some peace. If you're working because you have an essential job, you're probably being burnt out because you're working a lot and dealing with it and the stress of possibly getting sick or whatever, and you're out. Maybe you're working extra hours because other places you're losing people for sickness and things of that nature. The other thing is you could be working at your house trying to take care of your kids. Okay, that's just as much hard work as if you're out doing things. So because it's saying hard work and being burnt out. So whatever you're working at or doing is burning you out, whether you're home with your kids are driving you crazy, whether you're trying to figure something out at your job, whether you're just working a lot. That is the situation. But your future shows security, which is usually like Queen of Pentacles talks about, like creature comforts, financial. It's security in the sense that you're going to be okay, and that you're going to find that security, or that decision you make is probably going to be the right one. Dealing with this is Ace of Cups, and that's new feelings. That's new, like new things that you are feeling towards something. So maybe this decision is because there's new feelings that you're feeling for something, for a project, for a person, and it's spiritual, whatever. It's feelings that are new, and it could be how you feel, your inspiration, whatever. And then below, which is things that you are not always aware of, that are subconscious, and that came out as burnout, which was 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, when it's down, means that When it's up, it's talking about the fact that you're the CEO of the company, you have lots of responsibility and you have lots of burdens and things that you have to do, and you have a lot to do to take care of. And then when the 10 of Wands is coming in reverse, it means that you're carrying too much and you are just flat out burnt. It's overwhelming you. Okay, so one is that you have a lot to do, and one is that it's crushing you. Okay, so when it's in reverse, which is what's showing you again that you're burnt out. You're going to be a little burnt out this week. So you need to find a way to release it, or have, fun, or maybe, do the best you can. Meditate, pray, have a drink. I don't know, whatever you like to do that makes you calm and peaceful. Okay. The other part of it is the you. And this is the part that I think is why you've got new feelings and things. It's saying that you have the Judgment card, which is reflection and reckoning. So you're going to be pushed to an extreme where you're burnt out, but it's going to force you to maybe have new feelings or ideas or things or feelings because of being pushed to that limit. Your outside is Ace of Wands, which is creation and inspiration. So you may get to a point that you're just so burnt out, you get a new job. Okay, it could be as simple as that. I am just had it, and you go and you get something new, you create something new, or you decide, you know what, I'm going to start painting, or I'm going to start doing this, or I need to start doing something else, or I'm going to go and kill the kids, or something of that nature. So your hope and fear is Ace of Swords. It was in the reverse. So I think your fear is confusion, chaos, and you are seeking and wanting clarity. So I feel like you're trying to find this thing, because your outcome, which is so cool, is King of Swords. It stands for truth, like the clarity that you're seeking. The King of Swords, head over heart, discipline, truth. It's talking about finding what is the real thing, or what is really going on, which is great. So, excuse me, this week coming up, your main thing is going to be decisions, and it's quick decisions. It's having to decide something, and it's the idea was also quick decisions without knowing the outcome. Okay, so just make the decision that you feel is right for you, and you're not going to you can't hold on to what's going to happen, because your cards are going to explain it to you in just a minute. So your past, probably like this week, the week before, I do near future and past. All that glitters is not gold. That's basically the statement that goes behind this card. All that glitters. So all the stuff, this is where I think the new thing is. All the stuff that you thought was so awesome, you find out it's not. Or you find out what was really motivating you to want it. That maybe the grass isn't green on the other side, and all that glitters isn't gold. Take it as it resonates, okay? So you may have wanted something because it looked good, but make sure that what you wanted was really, really what it is. So this one is your present, which is the reading that you're looking at right now. That's your Celtic cross and stuff. This is for right now, coming up. The essential meaning for this is the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in clues, the art of conscious allowing. So I think this is that part of making that decision and allowing things to unfold, looking at everything, making sure you're aware of all the things around you, because then your future shows the unfinished symphony. And that's talking about wrapping up loose ends, because if you don't wrap up loose ends, you can't start the next thing. So whatever it is that you need to wrap up, you have to wrap it up if you want the next stage or the next thing in your life to happen. Finance, relationship, whatever. And I don't know, this seems like it could be work, or it could be interpersonal relationships. This could be anything. So you know what's happening in your life. This is for entertainment, and I say it, but it's usually insight into the things that could present themselves to give you a heads up, so that you're not blindsided, or you're like, oh yeah, she said that, but she said don't get mad, it's going to be okay. That's the type of things that I'm trying to create, so that when you know it's coming, you're like, oh yeah, she said this is coming. And then say, oh, she said, no, it's okay, or make sure you be careful with your money, or make sure you don't do this, or whatever the case may be. That's what the horoscopes and newspaper are for. They're meant to be pre-warnings, not to tell you your future. I mean, we control our future and stuff like that. It's meant to be a warning as to what could present itself, and to be looking, like it'll give you like information, like look at this. Don't forget about this part, because your child could need you. Like I could say, don't ignore a child. In your situation, you have come to a point, you were looking at something and then you're kind of evaluating it, but there's something that you need to wrap up from the past so that you can have the future thing, because this is going to hold you, okay? This is going to stunt you. This is like writing a symphony and getting everything but the last two phrases, and it's you need to get it done, but you kind of dragging your feet, or whatever the case may be. So wrap up your old feelings, your old things, your old jobs. Just wrap it up, finish it, so you can have the next thing come into your life. That's what it's talking about. The next part is home, love, career, and finances. For home, you have the tribe, which means belonging to something. So that's a very good card for your home. That means that you belong. You're going to have a good unit at your house, in your group, in your friends, and stuff like that, because this is upwards. This is feeling needed and belonging. So that's a great card for the week coming up, and it's very prominent with us all being stuck at home with our families. That means that you Aries that are home with your families, you're probably going to have a good week. Probably going to get along. They're going to be glad you're there. It's going to be hard for families to go back after they've been home, and although they've adjusted now, it's going to be a change when everybody has to go back to work. This is your love, rejuvenation, or regeneration. Same thing. Regeneration. So whatever love you have, it's regenerating. So something is regenerating. Love for a lover, love for family, love for your kids, love. It could be something that's gotten ruined in the factor of people you love. Something is rejuvenating and regrowing and redoing. And I think that it comes up because it's saying it's starting and it's new. Okay, and regeneration isn't talking about a new love. It's about something that may have gotten destroyed or challenged or broken. It's being regrown and rebirthed. Okay, it could be you, it could be an idea, but when you have it in the love position. So in love, something is regenerating itself, which is great. Maybe that's healing and mending. Career. This card came up for one of the other readings, very suitable for now. It's saying let go of the outcomes. Things aren't going to work out the way you expect. So this week, it's probably not going to go the way you think, but it's saying don't hold on to it. Just let go and know that whatever finds its way out or happens, it's for the best good. So don't get yourself in a panty pinch. If something doesn't go the way, it's saying things are not going to go the way you plan, and it's not going to look the way you think it's supposed to be, but it's okay because it's exactly where God wants it to be. That's basically subtitles into what the card is saying. Don't hold on or have expectations for the outcome, because the outcome could come out and you're like, oh, that's not really what I expected, but that's pretty cool. That's the type of energy that's in it. Last one is your finances. Treasure Island. This means that things that you have put into place are going to come into fruition, and whatever you put your energy toward is going to have fruition. So if there's something you're working on, something you're generating, maybe something that you're doing on the side while we're in this quarantine, it's showing that the things that you put your energy into this week coming up are going to be fruitful. So guys, that's a quick little thing. Find your truth and clarity. Figure out what you need to decide. Whatever's happening, remember to go to God. Go to people you trust. Go inside. Pray and meditate and allow yourself to find the right decisions for the things that you need to do. Guys, have a great week. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and we have the Out and About. It's posted down there for Facebook, or you can email me and with anything. Just let me know what's going on, guys. Have a great week.